Beverlys. Midweek freak treat, the Beverlys. Episode 1, Meet the Beverlys. I'm Adam. I'm so excited to meet the Beverlys, and you're in.
And I'm Steve, and I'm pretty sure I requested the motorcycle noises, but can you, Adam, remind me and all our fudge packers out there why I wanted motorcycle engines?
Well, because this week we're talking about a brand new midweek freak treat, and it is, we wanted to trick all you fudge packers into thinking that we were doing Sons of Thunder or Sons of Thunder Redemption, the spin-off series, but we're not. We're doing the Tommy Blaze written and created series 2019's The Beverlys.
Gotcha, Bick.
Oh, you huge bit.
Yeah, we got you good. We're gonna do Sons of Thunder someday, for sure. Like, get your calendars ready. We're gonna give you a date someday.
Let's give them a date. Let's say June 30th. We're starting Sons of Thunder. That's a
2025 for sure.
2020 question mark for sure. You can count on that. The month, the date, and the year are all question marks, but one day we will do Sons of Thunder, and then we'll do the show.
And it's going to be a long journey, too. We're not going to, come out and do some, pissy 15-minute episode and, watch a half of an episode.
No.
We're going to give you the full meal deal.
Oh, yeah, we're going to watch the full episode and then talk about 5% of it like we do with all of these shows. So you're going to get a really good handle on just what Sons of Thunder is about. But that's a tale for another time, because this week and for the next 8 weeks, we're talking about Pureflix's original, Tommy Blaze produced and starred in, The Beverlys.
I feel like with the midweek freak treat that it's like a sliding scale. We start off really good, talk about the episode for 25 to maybe even 40% of the episode.
Yeah.
And then as the episodes go on, it definitely gets less and less.
Well, the shine wears off pretty quick, I think. And it took 18 episodes for the shine to wear off for Malibu Dan. And then, hitting the brakes, it was episode 2, we were already we hate this show. And Fat Chance, maybe 4 episodes before we were kind of over it. So this one, though, it's only 8 episodes. That's not nearly enough time for us to get bored of it. And how could we get bored of it? What a treat this show is.
I'm already bored of it.
Wow. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Well, that's what you're in for, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between. We're already bored of it.
Well, I'm certainly already bored of it. I hate this show, but I want to give it to you, the listeners. Steve wants to power bottom your ears into submission.
Nice. He wants to power bottom your ears into submission. And you know what? You should just let him, is all I'm saying.
As long as you're a willing participant, I am going to rock bottom that which you hold sacred.
Why are you already bored of this show? There's so much meat on them bones.
I miss Fat Chance already. I loved watching something for 5 minutes and getting really, really into it. And now I have to spend 25 minutes watching a Z-rated Nickelodeon show. This isn't worth my freaking time.
You might call it a Z-rated Nickelodeon show, but I would call it an A-rated Pureflix original.
Man, I love the argumentative nature of this so far. I think we're on opposite spectrums, and as always, we're going to meet in the middle, whether we like it or not.
Absolutely. We're both definitely on the spectrum, and we love this show and hate this show. It's it's the yin and the yang. It's amore.
Yeah, well, it's midweek freak treat. It's not early week glorious time. We're getting at the meat of the matter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this isn't some glory hole entertainment show. This is a show about Thomas Blaze himself, starring, writing, not directing, but like he made this show. And to know that watching the show, it's like, what is this, Tommy Blaze? What, like, you created this. Why did you create this? Why is this a thing you wanted to do? Besides money. Obviously money, number one. But number two, why?
And make the theme song simpler so we know why. Like, we knew he was a race car driver driving around the track, and then, he crashed into a mall.
Of course, yeah. Well, he didn't crash into a wall. The ghost of his dead father, who had just died, possessed him, caused him to crash into the wall so that he would have to quit and then inherit the hotel. So even that theme song lied to us.
Whoa!
And that's hard to say, right? It's hard to get all that. Whoa, my dad possessed my spirit. He had just died, but then he possessed me, and then he crashed into the wall. Doesn't roll off the tongue as much as I crashed into the wall.
Very much so. But, like, I think they could have taken some cues from that theme song and, like, rammed them into the Beverlys.
Oh, see, I disagree. I think that this theme song is exactly the same as Malibu Dam. Well, not Malibu Dam, but more in line with Hitting the Brakes, because it's just like, we're three girls and we're living in a house and Tommy Blaze is our dad and we're having a great time and that's the Beverlys. And like, it just literally beat for beat, like, and I'm the sassy one and I'm this one and I'm that one. And it just tells you exactly who they are and exactly what's going on. It's perfect.
Well, I'm a dumb slow man, and I feel like the theme song was too fast. It was all over the place. It's there, it's here, it's, we're kids and we're doing the thing. I loved it, but I needed to, like, get turned slower.
It needed more woes. That's the thing. There was no woes. There's no moment. There wasn't there's not a moment in the theme song we could latch on to. So I agree that it's missing. It's certainly not their strongest effort, but it's got the spirit of, and the thing is, we got 7 more episodes to hear it. I'm sure by the end of this show, we'll be singing along to it every week.
Yeah, we'll definitely know the names of the characters and the cast, the crew, probably, key grip.
Oh, yeah.
The whole thing. But yeah, we definitely didn't get a whoa moment, and it allows me as a dumb, slow person to take a breath and to, like, process everything that I just heard. Cause he's a race car driver going around the track. Whoa,
okay,
and
wait.
then I get to the rest of the stuff.
Exactly, you get the whoa, and then your brain catches up. It goes, oh, he's driving around the track, and then it just slams right in there, right? So, now I understand. He's a race car driver. He was driving around the track. And then, whoa, he crashed into the mall. That's amazing. 6 minutes into this new series, and we're already talking about hitting the brakes. We didn't even mention it in Fat Chance once. Oh, it's so nice to say fat, not have to censor it anymore. It's the best.
Yeah, and you dumb idiots out there have no idea what the Beverlys are at all yet.
No.
And, but I think it's, apt to make a comparison between this show and, whoa.
Hitting the brakes. I have COVID. I told you that off air, but it's time the listeners know. I'm positive. I'm COVID, man. I got COVID over here. So this was a real warm blanket to wrap myself up in and go, like, as I lay dying, it's just so nice to hear the shrill screams of little girls. And, oh, sorry, that's not a little girl screaming. That's Tommy Blaze screaming. Oh, fair enough. All right. Great work, T-Blaze.
Do you think he read the cue cards wrong and thought it said scream for him during every single line instead of just talking normally to people around him?
Do I think that they were all reading cue cards all the time while they were filming this? Yes, constantly. Everyone is looking into the camera. Everyone is looking past the camera. Everyone is just reading their line. Nobody memorized anything in this. Those girls didn't even memorize the song they perform.
Well, you save money that way for sure. How many days do you think they take to film one of these episodes?
One episode, 1 day.
It's a one and done.
Yeah,
maybe
for sure.
2 if there's reshoots.
Well, they don't have reshoots. They just cut, like, I don't know if you probably noticed, but like the first half of this episode is edited so quickly. There are scenes that are like 15 seconds long. We're just like, hi, I'm this guy. Hi, I'm this guy. Next scene. Let's just keep moving. So I go like, maybe they didn't have good takes of a lot of this stuff. They were just like, you know what? If we just keep putting in shots of the mansion, then no one's going to know any different. It's a real show.
Yeah, you just cut to the mansion. Huge place, by the way. The guest house looks like 20 times bigger than my house.
It looks like a castle. Like, it doesn't even look like a mansion. It looks like Sting would live there or something like that. It's beautiful.
Yeah, or Sting's dad or something.
Oh yeah. Well, here's the thing. Is it as nice as the house that a Malibu morning show reporter could own? Certainly not. That's the nicest house there is. Mostly because Kate is in that house. This house, it's enormous, but it's empty. There's no Kate. There's no heart in this house, in this castle mansion.
Yeah, there's a bunch of metal statues, like cold, very depressing music statues, because Tommy Beverly, played by Tommy Blaze, is a music producer, and he's one of the biggest and he's one of the best, but he has nothing in his life but a Mexican butler.
That's true, named Martin or Marvin. I have it written down as Marvin, but it might be Martin. Tough to say. And
that's dumb.
Well, names are names. That is dumb. And
that's dumb.
But we don't meet Tommy Blaze right off the start. We're introduced first to his live-in assistant, Jamie, a young woman played by Christian singer Jamie something or other. So a lot of people just have the same name as it's easy to know the characters' names because it's all the same names as their regular people. But she's living with Tommy Blaze, trying to make it in the movie industry. No, in the music industry.
She's like the glue of this whole show. Like, she has the most lines and really puts forward the plot and everything. But she gets lost because the kids are, cute. And then Tommy Blaze is like a man of action. And then you have the Mexican. So you just get the personal assistant in the background. She's like out of my mind immediately when the show turns off.
That's fair. I mean, I would say that she is the star of this show. I guess we'll find out as it goes on. But yeah, I agree. She has way more of a connection with the girls, and we'll get to the girls and who these girls are in a minute. But she has way more of a connection to the girls. But at the end of the episode, all the girls are like, "Goodbye, Tommy. We love you." And it's like, Tommy's hated you the whole time. Jamie's been so nice to you, and you treat her like dirt.
Well, when somebody sees a prolific adult figure like Tommy Blaze and gets yelled at by them constantly, you build a respect for that person.
Absolutely. That's how you earn respect. Respect is earned through fear and intimidation. That's how it works. If you're not scared of someone, you don't respect them. Duh. Who are these little girls? How do these little girls get into our lives?
Well, they're super orphans from a super group home that just gets burnt down.
I think that's my favorite part about their introduction is like they're watching TV, like Tommy Blaze is like showing them stuff on TV or whatever, and then a news report comes in that's like, hey, this tragic story, a group home burned to the ground and 3 of these girls need a new home. And I went, what about all the other girls who lived in the group home? Did they just die in the fire? Because you're only saying that 3 orphans need a home, but that place was full of orphans. So where do the rest of the orphans go? Hell? Well, yes, of course.
I think it's fair to assume that the rest died tragically, and nobody had any tears for them because they were orphans.
Well, of course. Their families are already gone, so they were really just meeting their families again. It's beautiful.
We need a ticker for the amount of movies that have an orphan in them.
Well, that's 2 ticks. Merry Christmas Oranges and the Beverlys.
Well, it's 2 ticks. Tick at us.
Exactly. Hey, if you've got some ticks that you'd like to share with us, send them to pureboyspod@gmail.com or at pureboyspodcast on Twitter.
Start a Wikipedia for us. We need facts.
Did you know that one of the girls, her first name is Rhea and her middle name is Sunshine? Did you catch that in the credits?
I did not catch that, but that's so clever.
Rhea,
I already love it.
Rhea Sunshine, some last name. Just bonkers when I saw that, but I already love it.
I already love it. I also think Rhea is a terrible name, but worth it for Ray of Sunshine.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, Rhea and the Last Dragon, right? That's a thing that exists, isn't it? Isn't that a thing?
I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't know anything about kid stuff. I've never seen a kid show in my life, so I don't know what it is.
I think you're thinking of the Komodo dragon.
I'm just trying to get all my buds together for CMMD. Cummed! AKA Count My Money Day.
Ooh, yeah. I really thought we were going to get, introduced to the friend group. And it was going to be like Farty Marty, Reggie, maybe even get a Malibu Dan in there.
Oh, I would be absolutely shocked if like Chuck from accounting wasn't there, and maybe even Reginald Val Johnson shows up. I mean, that's the thing. We've got 7 episodes left. Who knows what guest stars are going to show up on this show? Maybe Jeff Fahey will show up. Maybe Eric Estrada will show up, and certainly not drug anyone on the show. Definitely not. He's not the kind of guy that would do that.
He's never done it. The only person I do not want as a guest on this show is Darlin Arlen, because I can't see those two men in the same scene together. They embody the same part of my brain. Like I think of them as the same person.
Well, yeah, it would be like going back in time and meeting yourself. It'd go like we can't exist, and then like there'd be a shimmer and like the universe would collapse essentially.
For me, it's the greasy hair and the gaunt eyes.
That's what puts you off, his greasy hair and gaunt eyes.
Both of their greasy hairs and gaunt eyes. Did you see how much foundation Tommy Blaze has on in the first couple of scenes of this movie? He looks like a vampire.
He is lit like a ghoul throughout this show. He is. It's like he's got a. Everyone else is lit normally, but for some reason, he has like a bright white light shining from like foot level directly into his face. So all of his skin, he's completely washed out all the time. Everyone else looks normal. He looks like a friggin' monster ghoul. It's like such a bizarre choice that I hope continues for the whole series.
Okay, here's my theory.
Okay.
Is that they got Darlin Arlen to play the Tommy Blaze role, but he just didn't show up for the first day of shooting. So Tommy Blaze had to be the miracle man of Minnesota that he is, and he jumped right in there.
Of course, yeah, he was the miracle man. He said, don't even worry about it. Don't worry about lighting or anything like that. Just shove me in place of that walking corpse, Darlin Arlen, Brad Heller, thank you very much, of the Heller method, and I'll take care of the rest. You don't need to worry about that.
Yeah, just powder my nose.
Hey, 8-ball corner pocket,
We should enter more rooms like that. Not you, certainly, because you have COVID, but when you're done and free, you should walk into every place and say 8-ball corner pocket.
I'll never be done, and I'll never be free. That's the... No,
Thank
we can't
God
get into
you
it.
Said it.
We can't get into it. I want nothing more than to talk about this stupid convoy, but we cannot get into it because it's not a political podcast and COVID is a political issue. So I apologize for even saying
there's not even enough roads in Haiti to have a convoy, so it's mute.
Exactly. And when 2 million truckers descend on Haiti, where are you going to put them all? Nowhere. That's where. Out in the ocean? No way. Yeah. Trucks can't float?
Trucks have been known to float if you put the right buoys on them.
Well, that's true. But we don't have enough buoys for 2 million trucks here. That's crazy.
Speaking of God, I am in love with how much Jamie brings up God and how many lines about God there are.
And how many of them end with her going like, if you care about that kind of thing, like don't bury the lead here. Like, don't act like, hey, we're going to push God on you. But like, hey, we're not actually pushing God on you.
Circular thinking is the way she's going about it. And it's kind of off-putting.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's like, it's weird watching someone make illogical arguments, It just doesn't make any sense. It's almost like, I don't know, going to a convoy organized by a bunch of white supremacists and then like acting like this isn't a white supremacist rally. It's just such a weird... Anyway, this week we're here to talk about 2019's The Beverlys. I almost said hitting the brakes.
Hitting the brakes, hitting the brakes, hitting the brakes.
Counting my dough.
Do you have a Count My Money Day?
Oh, Count My Money Day. I forgot. All I have written down is CMMD question mark, and then in all caps, cummed. And so I had to rely on my memory of like what that stood for, and I didn't get it.
Yeah, you used your memory, and it fricked you.
Oh, yeah. Hey, how vomitrocious is that chain link tie that Jamie's wearing at the end of the episode? It's disgusting looking, right?
Oh, the pearl one?
Whatever it is, it's like knit or something. It's like the grossest.
I loved it. It's super cool, and now it's
disgusting.
It's what's in.
Hey man, you know what's in? 10-year-old girls krumping. That's what's in. Because there's krumping all over this show, and I live for that.
So, do you think we're going to see a music video every episode?
Yep. Oh yeah, 100%. I think every episode will have a music video. Yep. That's
going to be the ending for every episode. It has to be. It's too easy.
Yeah, and like too good. Like that's the thing is it's just so good.
It was a krumping.
It's
good krumping. The one, like the blonde girl, she doesn't seem like she has it like the other two girls have.
I have that exact same note. The other two girls are way more into this than she is. She is just kind of like there, but like the other two are like dislocating their shoulders out of their sockets so they can crump better. It's amazing.
Yeah, she's keeping up, kind of, and they're just like nailing everything.
Oh yeah, but that's why she's in the back. I don't think she ever gets the spotlight like performance in this. I think she's just more relegated to she's the third of the girls.
She's the third, and forever will be known as the third.
Yeah, Gabby is definitely the first. Gabby's like the head girl. And
if she couldn't dance, the redhead or the brown-haired girl would definitely be third.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But nope, the way it stacks out, it's Gabby, brown-haired girl, blonde-haired girl. That's just how it goes.
Yeah, exactly.
I do love that. So these orphans, their whole place, their life burns down. And then Tommy Blaze is like, they can stay here for a couple of days while you get everything back together. So they come to stay there, but they're like so rude to him the whole time. Like they're being so rude to him and being like, what are you going to do about it? Well, I'm going to throw your ass back on the street. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw you in the gutter, child. That's where where did you come from? The gutter? Well, that's where you're headed back to then if you keep sassing me like that.
Tommy Blaze, the super music producer, took a bunch of money out of a charity that he invested in and put it into an investment of inflatable pants. So that's why he needs some good publicity. Because they're roasting him on the news.
I mean, he didn't just take it out of any charity. He removed all of his money from the Feed All Children charity to invest into inflatable pants. Why would anyone trust this man with money? What an insane thing to do. Oh, inflatable pants, that's the future. What? Feed the children, Tommy.
Okay, so here's the thing, is that I love the move by Tommy here. he is bankrolling on himself and maybe makes a Billy and puts way more money into Feed the Children than he ever could have.
Very good point. Hey, that's maybe he flips the script on him. Yeah, maybe.
He doesn't, because inflatable pants are stupid.
Of course. And we also learned that he hasn't produced a hit record in 5 years. That's like an eternity in like the music industry. So
the board's going to get rid of him anyway.
Yeah, you're out of here. The board's got you. Does he run his own record label? Is he the head of a record label and producing albums? Focus on one thing then, Tommy. Hire people to make hits. Why are you producing hits? Let the company produce them.
I think he's just a super producer. I couldn't see him CEOing nuts.
Oh, man, should we watch Empire then if we're going to watch a show about super producers? Because Empire is all about that stuff.
I think we already are. I think Tommy, what's his name?
Blaze?
Yeah, but like in this, Tommy Beverly, which sounds like a stupid name.
Right? I live in Beverly Hill. My name Beverly. Tommy Beverly. Your name is...
Arlen Beverly.
Darlin Tommy Everly. So,
hey, Tommy Everly. That sounds like a real name. The Everlys?
Well, that is a real thing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, the Everly brothers. Dumb. You know the Everly brothers on Chain Melody. Hey,
they know me.
What did you think about the scene where all the girls reminisce about when their parents were alive and they had families? Wasn't that a fun scene?
Well, only one of them the blonde girl had a family. The other one was raised by a grandma, and then she died. And the other one was the orphan since birth.
Right, of course. Yeah, Orphan Black. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the orphan Black. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, like, brunette girl had a family. It was just her grandparents raising her. It still counts.
Yeah, well, that's not a real family as far as I'm concerned.
So only one of these girls had a real family, but then her parents, like, and she said, my parents died a couple months ago. So her parents were like, are freshly dead. And she's like, well, now I'm living with Tommy Blaze. I'm living in a hotel in my own personal hell.
They got pancaked by a semi.
Well, yeah, I mean,
she doesn't know.
They gave it up for their daughter's sake.
Yeah. Gave her no money, though.
Oh, no. God, no. Yeah, that's the other thing. Oh, I had no family to take care of me. So there was no one to take care of you? Did they not have a will? Do you not have, like, you're Christian. Do you not have godparents? Like, I thought there were supposed to be things in place.
There are supposed to, but this happens, like, hundreds of times a day. Kids just get orphaned. Like, clack, clack, clack. It happens all the time.
You can't fart in the wind without hitting an orphan. They're everywhere.
You truly can't fart in the wind without hitting an orphan.
Hey, this song's about being a princess because in God's eyes, we're all royalty.
Yes. Ugh. Bringing it back to God. Thank goodness.
Mm-hmm. So they must have been brainwashed at their, like, in their group homes then, because no one's born Christian. It's forced upon you, and then you swallow it and become Christian afterwards. So, like Gabby, she's super Christian, but why? Like, where did that come from?
They might be the three forces of God: the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
The Father, the Son, and the Mustard Man. Yeah.
Yeah. Reincarnated, and they don't know it yet. And by the end of this series, they realize that they're God together.
I would love nothing more than for that to be the revelation of this show, is that these children are the representatives of God, and, like, maybe the apocalypse happens or something at the end of it. I don't know.
Well, season 8, they all sing Amazing Grace during their music video part. And then, like, light shines down on them, and there's a bunch of sparkly things. And then all of a sudden, it's like Carmen Electra as God.
Oh, cool.
That tracks, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Or, I mean, I'd settle for Denise Richards, too. Either way, either one would be just as hot.
Yeah, they're like Tommy Blaze and Darlin Arlen. Basically the same characters in my mind.
Oh my God, imagine if Darlin Arlen and Tommy Blaze shared the screen together. I know we talked about how that would implode the universe, but honestly, I think that might be a good thing, because if it implodes the universe, then we get another Big Bang, boom, new universe, new chance for new Tommy Blaze material.
What do you think, like a buddy, like, travel movie, like a road movie?
Oh my God, yeah, that would be great. Like, what if they were, I don't know,
Smokey and the Bandit?
Oh, I thought you were going to say Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke.
Well, we can probably split the diff between those.
Sure. Is there like a Cheech and Chong of Coke? Is that a thing? Could that be a thing?
There's gotta be, but it's like produced in Honduras or something.
Or Haiti? Maybe Haiti?
Hey, or Haiti.
Haiti.
Or Haiti could do it.
Or hey, maybe Haiti. Maybe Haiti could do it.
That's our jobs for the Haitian government, is popping into very, secure rooms and going, maybe Haiti can do it.
Hey, maybe Haiti. Maybe Haiti. Maybe Haiti gets the Olympics. Maybe we get the Olympics this year. What do you think about that? Winter Olympics, Haiti? What do you think? It's pretty cool.
Well, instead of China, for sure, I think we could do it.
Is there a China Olympics coming up?
Yeah, it's winter, though.
Oh.
I don't think the Haitians could deal with that.
No.
We'd probably ship in too much snow.
Oh, yeah, that's the problem, right? They'd have to, you know how much snow they'd have to produce because of the hot sun melting it constantly? It would just be an endless parade of snow everywhere. It would be exhausting.
You know where they should have the Winter Olympics?
Haiti. Oh, where?
Haiti. No, but seriously.
Okay.
They should have the Olympics in winter in Antarctica and have it like during negative 30 temperatures. You got all the slopes, you got all the tracks.
Do it. Make it a permanent fixture of Antarctica.
Yeah.
Just build a bobsled track, One, you only need one. You can use it for luge, you can use it for skeleton, use it for whatever you want, and just it lives there now. The Olympics lives in Antarctica. Summer Olympics, you live in Antarctica too. Good luck to you.
Yeah. But it's in the ground near a volcano for the warmth.
Exactly. It's underneath the ice where the Temple from Aliens vs. Predators is.
Thank you.
Could you imagine anything cuter than watching penguins go down a bobsled track?
Oh my God, not really.
Right?
They might die.
Well, that's fair. Yeah, they probably would. They'd fly out.
Yeah, it's too fast, and the friction and the ice. If there's one, yeah,
they'd be gone. Yeah. Well, I guess we'll never find out. I mean, we know what it looks like when penguins tap dance.
Die.
We know what it looks like when they die, and we also know what it looks like when they surf. Even surf with WWE legends. But we don't know what it looks like when they bobsled. And that's really the penguin movie that we want Hollywood to make. Is that beer mug full of bone broth?
No, I finished my bone broth already.
Okay.
But man, did I spill a lot of bone broth before this episode. Like, it was comical. I had bone broth all over the place. I spilt bone broth on my kitty. I was giving the plate with some wet food on it, and I spilled like bone broth.
Was your cat psyched? I bet they were. Bone broth would be a treat to a cat.
Well, it would be, and it kind of tastes like cat food, but she went for the cat wet food first, and which allowed me time to clean up most of the bone broth.
Oh, well, that's good. God bless you for taking care of your cat.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So essentially, obviously Tommy Blaze, he's got these girls over. Obviously he falls in love with how precocious they are. Just kidding. He sees them perform a dance number and goes, I can exploit these girls. I can turn them into little darlings of their own, much like me, Darlin Arlen. And so he allows them to stay in his mansion and become a part of his family, I guess, so he can exploit them.
And they are now the
hitting the brakes. Oh, yep, the Beverlys. Oh, do you want me to? Was that the end? Are we wrapping that up like that? Okay.
Well, I was gonna say we got to end with the rule, right?
Well, sorry. You mean the rules for being in the Royal Beverly Princess Club?
But we only get one an episode, I think.
Oh god, so there's 8 rules. There's so many rules for being in this stupid kids club. Ugh.
I think they're gonna drop it. I think this was like a writer's thing that they were gonna do, and we're not gonna see it in the next episode. But we did get rule 1.
Yes. What is rule number 1 for being in the Royal Beverly Princess Club?
I paraphrased it. It's don't hesitate to try something new. Try something new.
Oh, you didn't paraphrase it. That is what they said. I mean, you changed one of the words, so I guess that's paraphrasing it. But the rule is don't be afraid to try something new. So
there we go.
Rule number 2, I guess that's it. Just rule number 1.
Eat a shoe. Never pay for glue.
There you go. Hey, you say Jamie's the glue. Anytime she enters the scene, somebody yells, here comes the glue.
Hint, somebody stop me.
Hey, what do you think of those bloopers? They were there.
Didn't really pay attention.
Yeah, I'm with you. Hey, I'm really excited to watch the Beverlys. If there's going to be like children krumping in every episode, count me in. That sounds like a good time.
I am regretting having to look at the clock during the episode every time and wonder when these things are going to end, because I just want to get to recording, and I love it.
Well, until next week, I love you.
I love you. We love you.
Love you.
Him.